For the first time in 35 years, there's a brand new #1 place to retire in the entire world. And honestly, when I saw which country it was, I did a double take. Greece. Not Portugal, not Panama, Greece, jumping all the way from 7th place to 1st. So the question I want to answer today is simple. Is this for real? And more importantly, is it right for you? Hi, I'm Haley. Welcome to my channel, Travel Elements, where I cover travel tips, international living, investment insights, and so much more. So here's how we're going to do this. First, I'll show you exactly why Greece took the top spot and what changed. Then we'll talk real money, what it costs, and the tax break everyone's buzzing about. And then the honest part nobody else covers. Who Greece is actually perfect for and who should probably look somewhere else. Because a ranking is just a starting point. The worst mistake you can make is moving somewhere because a list said it was #1 without checking if it fits your life. So let's do that check together right now. Starting with what actually happened. Every year, a company called International Living puts out what's basically the most watched retirement ranking out there. They've been doing it for 35 years. They score countries on real stuff: the cost of living, healthcare, housing, visas, climate, and how easy it is to actually settle in. And for 35 years, Greece had never once been #1. This year, it shot up from 7th place all the way to the top. The final score was 90.1. Greece scored especially high on 3 things: climate, healthcare, and housing. So what actually changed? Here's the interesting part. It wasn't really Greece that changed. It's that the old favorites got harder. For years, Portugal and Spain were the go-to picks for Europe. Everybody pointed you there first. But Portugal tightened its visa rules and ended that famous tax deal retirees loved. And Spain actually scrapped the version of its golden visa that let you buy in with property. On top of that, prices crept up in the popular spots in both countries. So the doors that used to feel wide open started to narrow. Meanwhile, Greece just kept quietly offering the same thing it always had: that warm Mediterranean life at a price that still makes sense. The rest of the world finally caught up. And the editors put it simply: Greece hit that rare sweet spot. Comfort you can actually afford, deep culture, and easy access to the rest of Europe. So that's the why. But a headline doesn't pay your bills. Let's talk about what living there actually costs. Here's the number that surprised me. A couple can live comfortably in Greece for somewhere around $2,000 to $2,400 a month. That's not a bare bones, counting every euro life. That's a real, comfortable one. Rent, food, getting around, the daily stuff. Now, where you land in that range depends entirely on where you go. And this is the part most videos skip. Central Athens and the famous postcard islands, think Santorini, Mykonos, those are the pricey end. Beautiful, but you'll pay tourist prices to live there. Go quieter though, and the number drops fast. Take Crete. A 1-bedroom in a lovely spot like Chania might run you $400 to $800 a month. You get the island life with real hospitals and real infrastructure, all of it at mainland prices. Or the Peloponnese on the mainland, towns like Nafplio or Kalamata, where your money stretches even further. So when you hear Greece is affordable, remember it's really a range. The dream island in your head might be the expensive one. The hidden gem next door might be half the price. But honestly, for a lot of people, the cost isn't even the headline. The tax break is. So let's get into that because it's a big one with a catch. Greece offers something pretty remarkable to foreign retirees. If you move your tax home there, you can pay a flat 7% on your foreign income. And I don't just mean your pension. I mean basically all of it. Your pension, your investments, your rental income from back home, all of it taxed at 7%. And that rate is locked in for a full 15 years. That's serious money saved. To qualify, you generally need to not have been a Greek tax resident for 5 of the last 6 years, and you have to actually live there more than half the year. But here's the honest catch, especially if you're American. The US taxes its citizens no matter where they live, so that 7% doesn't automatically erase your American tax bill. The good news is the US and Greece have a tax treaty, and your Social Security is generally only taxed back home. But you have to plan it right. And this is the moment to say it plainly. I'm sharing what I've learned from researching this, not giving tax advice. Before you make a move like this, sit down with a cross-border tax pro who knows both countries. It's worth every penny. Okay, so far Greece sounds amazing, and it kind of is, but I promised you the honest version. So now let's talk about the stuff the ranking won't tell you, starting with a big one. First, the one that catches almost everyone off guard. I call it the visa income trap, and here's how it works. If you're not from the EU, the most common retiree visa asks you to prove a certain income, around $3,500 a month, and more if you're a couple. So read that again. You can live there on $2,000, but you have to show about $3,500 on paper. Those are two different numbers, and that gap trips people up constantly. Next, the paperwork. I'll be real with you. Greek bureaucracy is famously slow. Permits, residency, setting up your bank account, it tests your patience. Most expats end up hiring a local lawyer just to keep it moving, and honestly, that's money well spent. Third, the language. In the tourist spots and bigger cities, you'll get by fine in English, but in the small inland towns, far fewer people do. So in those affordable places, you'll want to learn some Greek, or lean on that local lawyer and friendly neighbors. Fourth, healthcare, and this one really matters. Here's the good news first, because it genuinely surprised me when I was researching this. Private healthcare in Greece is excellent, and it costs a fraction of what you'd pay in the States. To give you a sense, one expat couple pays around $300 a month for private insurance covering both of them, and their out-of-pocket routine care never tops about $1,000 a year. That's the kind of number that makes Americans do a double take. But here's the catch. On the smaller islands, the local hospital might handle the basics and not much more. For anything serious, major surgery, advanced treatment, you could be looking at a flight to Athens. So where you settle really matters. If you have ongoing health needs, it's not just about the view. It's about how close you are to a major hospital. And fifth, the island dream versus the island reality. Islands are stunning, but everything arrives by ferry, so groceries cost a little more. Winters can feel quiet and isolated, and summer brings serious heat and big crowds. None of this is a deal breaker. It's just the difference between moving somewhere because of a photo and moving there with your eyes open. And before we get to who it's for, let me give you a quick reality check on what the move itself actually involves, because people always ask. It's not a same-week thing. You'll sort out your visa before you go, get a Greek tax number, open a local bank account, and line up health insurance. Most people do a scouting trip first. Go live in a town for a few weeks before committing, in the season you'd actually be there. The Greece of a sunny June is not the Greece of a quiet, rainy January, and you really want to know both before you commit. It takes patience and a little paperwork stamina, but thousands of people do it every year, and very few want to come back. So with all that on the table, the good and the real, let's answer the actual question. Is Greece right for you? Greece is a fantastic fit if you want true Mediterranean living, rich culture, and easy access to all of Europe. And you've got enough income to clear that visa requirement comfortably. There's one more thing it's great for. It's especially great if you're reasonably healthy, open to learning a bit of the language, and drawn to that slower pace the Greeks call siga siga, taking life slowly. But Greece might not be your best pick in a couple of cases. If your income is tight, say you're stretching a single modest check, that visa income bar can be a real wall for you. In that case, look closer at Panama, which came in second and has a famously friendly retiree program. Or Mexico, close to the US, affordable, and easy to get back to family when you need to. And if a lower, simpler tax situation or a faster path to settling matters most, put Portugal and Panama side by side with Greece before you decide. The point isn't that Greece is the only answer. It's that Greece just became a really strong answer for the right person. And real quick, if you're finding this helpful, do me a favor and hit subscribe. I dig into one of these places every week, the honest way, and I'd love to have you along for it. Okay, here's the part to screenshot. Your Greece retirement snapshot for 2026. Cost. A comfortable couple's budget runs around $2,000 to $2,400 a month, lower inland. Tax. A flat 7% on foreign income for 15 years, if you qualify. Visa. Show about $3,500 a month. And remember, the golden visa now starts at 400,000 euros. Keep that snapshot handy. So now I'm curious about you. If you could pack up and go, is Greece at the top of your list? Or is something holding you back? Tell me in the comments, I read them. And just so we're clear on the responsible stuff, a ranking like this is one tool, not gospel. Things change. Tax rules, visa numbers, and costs all shift over time, so always check the official sources before you make a real decision. Well, that brings us to the end of today's video. If you got something out of this, do me a favor. Like this video and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming. I post new videos all the time. And if you know someone who's been dreaming about Greece, send this their way. It might be exactly what they needed to see. And let me know in the comments if there's a country you'd like me to cover next. I'll do my best to make it happen. Until next time.